Hi, my name is Patricia Norman, and I work for DDD. I'm a support coordinator. I want to say the central side, south side.
Octavia, you guys over there? Yes, ma'am. All right.
How I see our job is twofold. Is one, you're helping with the services, and then the other piece is you're helping that family to move as gracefully as possible through that journey.
And I'm going to be conducting audits, so I'm going to need 2 long-term care and then 1 targeted case. Any questions or concerns or any issues you guys want to bring up?
You have to value the person and value what it is that you're doing. It's more of how do I go in and help families, help them look at the services and their needs, and help them to maneuver through the system so that at the end of the day, their child has exactly what they need to be prosperous, to do all the things that they're looking to do in life. So we're going to see a little sweet guy named Isaiah. Once you meet him, he's one of those that you just will not forget. Really, the whole family kind of wraps around and supports Jenny and Isaiah to make sure that his little life will be a wonderful experience for him.
1, 2, 3.
You've got a lot of moving balls. You've got all their services, their therapies. You're working with the nursing. You could be working with behavioral health. He needs a lot of assistance for his daily living skills. He uses a G-tube for feeding. Member is ambulatory, and he's able to follow 1 2-step instructions still.
Correct.
Okay, wonderful. A lot of paperwork. You know, I'm not going to sugarcoat that. There is a lot of paperwork involved.
Okay.
You get some really good training, but after you leave training, honey, you hit the ground running. You know, at the end of the day, we want him to be able to be off of feeding G-tube and to be able to just eat normally as he pleases. And so mom is doing a wonderful job. So she's really on top of knowing exactly what Isaiah needs.
I worked in childcare for 8 years prior to coming to the division. I knew I wanted to impact a child and their family and their development at a larger scale.
DDD, this is Jennifer.
I love the people I work with, the work that I do. It makes me feel necessary to these families and these children. I always like to go in prepared, so I do review the files and the service plans and the authorizations that are in the computer system. That way I know what's going on when we're ready to get there. The member we are going to see, he is 5 years old and he has a diagnosis of cerebral palsy. We are going to be just touching base. Mom was supposed to get him connected to a speech and occupational therapist. He does have a G-tube and also suffers from seizures. Oh, hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Come on in.
Hey, Patrick. Hi, buddy. DDD itself has different teams. There's your early intervention kids, birth to 3, and then we've got units that work specifically with ages 6 to 18, and then we have teams that work from 18 through adulthood.
We are down to, I think we've had 6 seizures in the last 2 months.
Good.
So we've gone from 20 a day to 6 in 2 months. We're pretty happy with the results from the VNS.
With services that families get directly from DDD, it could be a pretty lengthy list of therapists or agencies that provide a certain service that a family might be looking for. So we really help hone in on the availability of those agencies and making sure that they can provide adequate support for a family. Have you noticed him picking up more words?
He's starting to talk more, yeah.
Good.
I just try to let them know that it does take time to get services started. If there's a provider that doesn't connect with their child, that they have the option of going somewhere else if they don't feel it's the appropriate fit. It's really up to them.
I'm gonna get you.
He started.
You need people skills in this business. This is all about people. This is all about human services. You handle your own caseload, and I make sure my members get the services that they require. What I did before this was I was in the Marine Corps for 4 years as an infantryman. I am a retired special agent with the Drug Enforcement Administration. I had my own business after I retired from the DEA. Location is Show Low. I wanted to be able to go in some of the poorer communities in Arizona to be able to help them in their needs. And I wanted to work with people who were disabled and children who were disabled as a way of giving back to my community. Okay, well, we're going to the White Mountain Apache Tribe Reservation. In a way, it's just a different country, different culture, different customs, different standards of living. So you have to be respectful of that. Hey, there's just simply no resources on the reservation, and that's the biggest challenge I have on the reservation. We got them down for one time a week for OT, PT, and speech.
Yeah.
And I did get those. I did get those prescriptions. And let me pull them up here. The prescriptions I got require 1 hour per week, and they were issued on 4/25/18. And I just recently got them.
Okay.
I've advertised for the respite for you guys, and it's been elevated, so we can go ahead and get you guys on board. Okay, bye guys. Bye. Where I really excel at, what I really enjoy, is jumping in this state vehicle and going to see my members. It's a cross between a formal government interview and just socialization, and being able to get my member to where the team feels the member needs to get to become as independent as they can. I get to help kids who have been born disabled. I mean, I don't know what more I can tell you.
The thing that I would tell people to consider is to think about why they want to come here. I think of it very similarly to a teacher position. I don't do this job for the money. I do it because I really care about what I do, and I know that the families care that I'm in their lives and helping them out.
It's much more than just support coordination and seeing people every 90 days and doing an annual once a year. It's really getting your people skills down so that you can coordinate and you can network with other professionals in and outside your field so that our members can benefit from being on DDD. Catherine, can you sign there for me, please? Right there.
You want to make sure that this really feels like something that you want to do, that basically down in your gut, you know that I want to be that person to help change people's lives.
Give me smallest. Good.